Another area of positioning that we as coaches need to teach our athletes, and athletes need to learn for themselves, is depth. Where do we play on the infield in certain situations? For example, regular depth, that is when, hey, the game is just starting, the pitcher is ready to pitch her first pitch or his first pitch. Where do you play? Well, first and third corners basically play, maybe you're about 4 or 5 steps off the bag. And the infielders, maybe you're about midway between first and second, and certainly second and third. A lot of it depends on the following factors in terms of personnel: your strength of your arm, the speed of your approach to the ball, your quickness of your footwork, and the quickness of release. And lastly, how accurate you are. This will determine, as athletes, how you adjust your positioning, how you adjust your depth and your lateral movement. And also as coaches, these factors will help determine how you strategize your team defense in certain situations. In regular depth, when you're talking to young players, when you talk to them, oh, we want you about 3 or 4 steps, well, what does that mean? Maybe as coaches, you physically have to go out there and mark an X on the spot where a first base person stands, where a second base person stands, where a shortstop will stand, or where the third base person will stand. You need to X the spot. Same thing for a positioning of the catcher, where she or he needs to be behind the plate. Maybe you need to mark an X on the ground area where those people need to be. The second area in terms of regular depth is, and this is what changes, when you have 2 outs. 2 outs, nobody on. Now maybe you tell your infield to move back a couple of steps. Moving back will increase your range and your reaction time. Situation is similar in a way in which we have bases loaded. Now you may tell your infield coaches, move in. Move in. I want my infield in so that we decrease angles. That means, though, that we have to be quicker. Our angles are cut down, but we still have to be quicker. Our release has to be quicker, and our speed to the ball needs to be quicker. Everything is condensed that way. So again, when you make adjustments, keeping in mind those other factors, the strength of arm again, the speed of the approach, the quickness of your athletes, and their accuracy, this is the gray area of the game. There is no true answer, black or white, in how far you should play up or how far you should play back. And these are the things you need to practice in your practices.